Hey, I just got home and you aren't here.
Oh, welcome home, LOL.
Where are you? It's late and Ailey was home by herself.
Allie is a big girl. She can afford to be on her own for a few hours. Look at her. She's not a baby like you think she is.
For goodness sake, she's in the 3rd grade. It's not okay for an 8-year-old to be home alone. You're her mother. I don't have to explain these things to you.
Okay, fine. It's just for today. An engagement suddenly came up and I had to leave unexpectedly. It won't happen again.
This is not the first or second or even the 3rd time that this sort of thing is happening. You've left her home alone on numerous occasions and I've told you that's not okay.
Harry, calm down. You're making such a big deal out of this.
It is a big deal. She's our daughter. What if she hurts herself while there's no one at home?
That won't happen. She knows she has to be careful.
The last time she was home alone, she broke a jar because she was trying to reach for the peanut butter in the uppermost part of the refrigerator. She'd been lucky that day and didn't get hurt. I don't want a repeat of such incidents.
All right. I got it.
What is this sudden engagement that came up for you, by the way?
I'm at a friend's birthday party. It's taking place at that newly launched club, Savannah's Place. Gosh, it's going to be so fun.
The time is 18 minutes past 8 in the evening. It's late already. Are you not coming home soon?
Of course not. The party is warming up right now and will take off from 11 p.m. or thereabout. Then it's lasting until about daybreak. So exciting.
Is this friend of yours married by any chance?
No, why would you ask that?
You and her are not the same then.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you have different priorities and responsibilities, Simone. You're a mom with an 8-year-old daughter, and you're married to me. As your family, we're your first priority. That's not the case for your friend. She can afford to do whatever she wants, including having a birthday party that lasts all night. This is why I've always encouraged you to make friends with more moms and wives. You have more common with them than your friend.
I knew it. You don't want me to have my freedom any longer. You want to control me and tear me apart from my friends who care about me.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. You can still be in touch with your friend, just get closer to more women like you. That's all I'm saying.
It's all the same thing. I am 29, for goodness sake. I am so young and have my entire life ahead of me. Am I not allowed to have a little fun just because I'm a wife and mom? You always scold me for every little thing. Do you have any idea how challenging it is to be a housewife? All you do is wake up every day, dress up for work, take your breakfast, and off you go. But it's me who has to hold down the fort at home. I clean, I cook, I do laundry, and I look after our daughter. I deserve a break. And I've even helped you out with your work before. It was my people skills and outgoing personality that helped you close a huge deal with that California client a couple years ago.
And I've worked very hard ever since to keep growing my career and providing for my family. Look, I appreciate all you do for this family and our home. We wouldn't be complete without you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So let me have this one night as a token of your gratitude, I deserve to go a little crazy with my girls.
Don't go too crazy. I'll see you in the morning.
For sure. Okay, I have to get back to the party now. See you.
Simone, what's going on in our house?
What are you talking about?
There's no groceries in any of the kitchen cupboards. The refrigerator is practically empty except for jam and water. And laundry hasn't been done in so long that I only have one neat shirt left to wear to work. All my clothes are dirty and so are Aileen's. I'm trying to find what she can wear to school today. Thank God it's Friday and she doesn't have school tomorrow.
Yippee! Thank God, haha.
Nothing about this situation is funny. In the past couple of weeks, our home hasn't been as clean or as tidy as it used to be. You've been going out a lot, and even now, you're on a 3-day getaway with your friends.
I did give you a week's notice before this getaway came up, didn't I?
Yes, you did tell me about it in advance, but...
Exactly. So, what's the problem?
I expected that you would have gotten our house in order first. You could have at least shopped for groceries and done the laundry before leaving.
Oh, that. I didn't have time. I had to make sure I shopped for everything I needed for the getaway. You need to see these people, Harry. They're not playing small. They came to party. I have to keep up. I don't ever want to be the boring one just because I'm married with a kid. Thankfully, I'm hot and in tip-top shape, so better flaunt this body whilst I can. You get it?
That's beside the point, Simone. You have a responsibility towards Ailey and I. You knew you were leaving for 3 days. You could have looked out for us and taken care of the food and laundry.
Why do you keep repeating yourself? I got it. So I didn't do those. What's so wrong about it? It's just one weekend. Can't you get anything done without me? I've sacrificed almost a decade of my life taking care of Allie and supporting you as your wife. I deserve this break.
I know you do, but don't forget I help out at home too on the weekends and on my days off. On those days, you sleep in or go to the spa while I do all the house chores.
You talk as if those days are so many. Yes, you help out around the house every now and then, but I'm the one who does everything full time.
Not disagreeing with you, but that's your role in our partnership. I work hard to make the money, and as a housewife, you maintain our home.
Even your work gives you leave. Mine doesn't. Don't get on my nerves. You're starting to.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to. I just feel so frustrated and helpless. Like a fish out of water. I didn't know there was no food at home. Now Ailey has to go to school on an empty stomach.
Just give her a lot of lunch money. She'll be fine.
It would have been nicer if she had breakfast.
She didn't. Now move on from that. Anyway, there's something I gotta tell you real quick.
What is it?
You won't be mad, right?
I suppose not. What's this about?
I borrowed your black card. I promise I won't use it unless it's absolutely necessary. I was freaking out thinking the money I had wouldn't be enough, so I took it as a backup.
Simone! You know my black card is strictly for family needs and emergencies, not your pleasure. You've been spending a lot in a while, but I turned a blind eye to it. Now you took it up a notch further by taking the black card? That isn't right.
Are you yelling at me just because of money? You do realize that if you complain so much, I could file for a divorce and take half of your assets on my way out. Oh, I would also have full custody of our daughter since women mostly win custody. Watch your tone with me, or I'll make you regret it.
I understand. I'm sorry I lashed out at you. Please, take care of yourself and return quickly.
Much better. Apology accepted. See you.
Your WhatsApp status looks interesting. Who are those people with you? Did you recently attend a costume party or something?
Oh my goodness.
What? Did something happen?
I am so sorry. I was in a hurry when I left the house, but I told myself that I'll text you to inform you straight away. But I completely forgot.
What are you talking about? What'd you forget?
I went out of town for the day. It was sudden. My friends from college organized a masquerade ball so we could have a reunion. For many weeks now, we've been kept up to date on the preparations on our WhatsApp group chat. But silly me, I hardly ever read those messages. So I didn't know that the date was moved forward. When I saw it, I pulled out some old costumes I had and dashed out of town to meet up.
What about her daughter?
That's why I'm apologizing, right?
That doesn't let you off the hook. Ailey's been home alone for hours now.
I said I'm sorry, didn't I? Now that you know, hurry up and go home, so you can be with her. Do that instead of arguing with me.
Argue? I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to correct you. For how long will this attitude of yours continue? There's always a sudden party or event that comes up that you dash off to at the expense of your family. I have a lot of work that I must finish by tomorrow evening. I plan to work overtime. You being out of town for a day at this moment is deeply inconvenient for everyone.
Oh well.
That's it? That's all you have to say?
Look, you're stressing me out. This is supposed to be a relaxing period for me, but you're making things difficult.
Is that so? Alright, let's leave things as they are, but I have one question for you.
What is it?
Your ex from college is at that masquerade party too. You posed with him for many pictures that you posted on your WhatsApp status. Is he why you attended that party? Don't lie to me. I know you chose me over him because he didn't have money and bright prospects back at college.
You are being absurd right now. What is this rubbish you're talking about? We're just old friends catching up. There's nothing going on between us.
You're telling me the truth, right? Because I truly don't feel comfortable that he's at that party with you.
Oh, quit being so insecure. It's irritating. Just be grateful that a hot, beautiful woman like me is your wife. You can't do better than me and you know it. Okay, bye-bye.
Ailey cried today. She was so sad and it hurt me a lot to see her that way.
What are you telling me this for?
You were meant to attend her art fair today? She spent the whole week creating her watercolor paintings and was excited to show them off at the fair with her mom by her side.
Oh my, I completely forgot.
Yes, you did. Is Ailey not important to you?
I guess she is.
You guess?
Yeah. Being a mom is so exhausting. If I knew having a kid would curb my time so much, I wouldn't have done it.
Are you regretting having Ailey?
Just a little. Did you attend the art fair?
Her teacher called me when she saw her sitting by herself, looking sad and alone. I had to abandon everything I was doing and ran to be with her. She started crying when she saw me. Then I consoled her, and once she stopped, she brightened up. Many of her artworks were sold. I'm so proud.
Aw, look at father and daughter bonding. Keep it up.
You can't continue treating her like this. You also can't continue treating our family as if it means nothing to you. We're meant to be partners, but it no longer feels like it. I'm doing both our parts now.
I am about to gag. Hey, I can divorce you if you keep bugging me. Cut it out.
Where are you right now?
At the beach. I'm having a picnic with my friends. Talk to you later. XOXO. Hey, Harry. What's up?
At the office. What about you?
I'm at home, where you left me this morning. So, I need some money. I know you already sent me an allowance for the month and everything else, but something else came up.
What might that be?
Well, Allie wants equestrian lessons, and I want to register her.
That's strange. Ailey doesn't like horses. In fact, she's afraid of them. Simone?
Okay, fine. I lied. The truth is, I maxed out my cards and need some additional money to get a cute handbag that's a limited edition.
The Birkin?
Yes, how did you know?
You bought it last week and showed it off to me? Simone, what's really going on?
Please, don't be mad. You know I love you like I love no one else, right?
Okay.
I'm kind of seeing someone. But it's nothing serious. He's just a plaything that keeps me occupied when you're too busy for me. He's sweet, but lax in the money department. I wanted to help him out a bit.
You have a boyfriend and you want me to give you money so you can give it to him?
That's correct, LOL. So, you'll give me some, right? Hello? Are you there? Harry! You better answer me right now, or you'll regret it. My cards are not working. What did you do?
I blocked them. There's no use allowing you to spend any of my money anymore.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not. You're meant to use the money to take care of our family and our home, but you're just using it to party and you're sending some to your lover? I won't put up with that anymore.
Did you also call my parents by any chance? They called me today and asked if I've started working.
I called them. They asked me to inform them if you were slacking and getting a job, and I did as they asked.
How could you do that to me? You know they'll make me work and I don't want to work.
You told them a while ago that the reason you weren't working was because of Ailey. You said that you were staying home to raise her. I covered for you too long for a time. But you're no longer taking care of Ailey. I don't have to cover for you anymore.
You're despicable. I'm going to get back at you for this. Just you wait. I'll divorce you, take half your money, and take Allie away from you.
Okay, do whatever you want.
You don't really mean that.
Actually, I do.
I'll really do it. You're not begging? Why aren't you begging? Is it true? Did I really sign a prenup before our marriage?
Yes, you did. Even though I forgot about that, the moment you admitted you had a lover, I started looking for a way to end our marriage relatively unscathed. Then I found a copy of the prenup.
Why would I sign something like that?
Because your parents asked you to? They're aware of how fickle you are, and they had insisted on it. I hadn't wanted it because I loved you so much and believed in us. It's as if they saw this day coming and wanted to save me from you.
They're my parents. Why do they have to be against me so much?
Had you not made the move to divorce me, you would have never found out. Your lawyer just informed you, right?
Yes. I can't have any of your money. I'm leaving the marriage with nothing. He also showed me pictures of me with my boyfriend. Did you put someone on my tail?
It was the only way to obtain evidence that you were enjoying yourself with your boyfriend at the expense of your daughter. Now the judge won't grant you custody of Ailey. Ailey is also smart enough to testify against you in court. She won't go with you. I know my little girl.
Harry, don't do this. You still love me, don't you? You still think I'm beautiful, right? Let's fix this. Whatever the problem is, we can put it behind us. I wasn't in my right mind. I was undergoing a phase. But now I'm back. I'll return to being your sweet housewife and taking care of our daughter.
No, hard pass. Ever since you left the house over a month ago, Ailey and I are so much better off. We have help that comes in a few times a week to clean, do the laundry, and cook. I and Ailey shop for groceries together. We enjoy hanging out like that. Also, I signed the divorce papers that your lawyer sent. It's done. We're over.
No, please. Give me another chance. I beg you.
Simone moved in with her strict parents, and they made her work as a clerk in a company. She couldn't party anymore because she had no money and all her friends deserted her. She keeps begging to come back, but I've moved on with my life. Ailey doesn't miss her mom one bit, and we have a lot of fun together. We're happy while she's miserable.
Richard, what the hell is going on? I just came home to see some random woman waiting on the porch only for her to tell me that she's pregnant with your baby and that you're leaving me for her? Richard?
What? In case you can't tell, I'm actually dealing with a really bad situation right now, so I don't need you yelling at me as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, when my husband's pregnant mistress confronts me on the porch of my home, I thought that perhaps I would be able to actually confront my husband about it and get some answers. How silly of me. I should have known that you would just instantly go to that random woman's side and that you would expect me to say nothing at all.
Look, it's not like I planned for this to happen. I never wanted you to find out, especially not with Tracy coming to the house to tell you that she's pregnant with my baby. I mean, how bad does this make me look? All the neighbors will know and they'll start gossiping with whoever they can find. I'm gonna look like a complete moron for getting my girlfriend knocked up whilst I'm married.
Oh no, what a shame. I honestly don't care what you planned, Richard, or whether or not you wanted me to find out. The fact of the matter is that apparently you've been cheating on me with this woman, and now she's pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to sort out. I'm trying to fix everything so that it doesn't interfere with us.
Oh, there is not an us anymore. That ship sailed the moment you decided to go and sleep with another woman.
What are you going on about? You're my wife. We're married. You have to stay with me.
No, I really don't. I'm in the process of looking up how to get a divorce right now. I want nothing to do with you anymore. I mean, you think you look bad to the neighbors? I'm the naive idiot who didn't know her husband was cheating on her until his mistress literally shoved it in my face.
Well, I mean...
There's no getting out of this for you, Richard. We are so over.
You can't do that. Only the man can make that decision, and I'm not letting you get a divorce. I simply refuse. I won't sign any papers or anything.
Well, Richard, it's a good thing we don't live in the 1950s anymore, isn't it?
1950s? God, Sophie, there's no reason for you to be so sarcastic. I'm not trying to be rude to you, am I?
Refusing to sign divorce papers and trying to keep me hostage in a relationship with you? A cheating, selfish asshole? Yeah, I'd call that being pretty rude. But it doesn't matter. Even if you don't sign the divorce papers, I could just take you to court and have them end the marriage.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
If there's due cause for them to end it, yeah, the judge can legally terminate a marriage. And I think the fact that you've cheated on me and it's resulted in a baby with the other woman is a good enough reason for the marriage to be ended.
God, all you do is keep going on and on about that stupid baby.
Because that baby is proof that you've been unfaithful to me. And just FYI, probably not the best move to call your unborn child stupid. It really doesn't show good parenting skills.
I don't care. This is my child, not yours. I don't understand why you're getting so upset over everything. It's none of your business.
I think I'm allowed to feel angry and upset at the fact that I just discovered my husband has been cheating on me. And none of my business? That's laughable. This directly affects me and Kiara.
That's another thing. You can't divorce me because we have Kiara. We can't expect her to choose between her parents. It's not fair to her, and I'm not rearranging my schedule on a weekly basis just so that she can come and see you.
Well, you've not got any reason to worry then, because our daughter has chosen to stay with me.
What? You told her what was going on? How could you do that? Are you really that petty that you'd manipulate my own daughter against me?
I didn't tell her anything. Your girlfriend wasn't particularly quiet when she came to confront me, and Kiara was able to hear everything through the front door. And considering she's 13 years old, She's old enough to decide for herself what's right and what's wrong, and who she wants to be with.
So that's it? You're not even gonna tell her my side of the story?
What is your side of the story? You cheated on me. That's it. But if you want to try and talk to her, then you can. You are her father. Just don't be surprised if she doesn't want to talk or listen to you. Just because you're her dad doesn't mean you get an automatic pass to act however you want. Kiara knows that what you've done is wrong, and she will deal with you how she sees fit. And if you even think about trying to guilt trip her or put any of your wrongdoings onto her, then you will have me to answer to. Do you understand?
What are you, her prison guard?
I'm her mom, and I will protect my daughter from harm, which includes emotional harm as well.
Well, she's gonna have a little brother or sister soon, so you can't stop her from meeting them and forming a bond with them.
Of course I wouldn't do that, if that is indeed what Kiara decides she wants to do. I mean, it's not the baby's fault that you and your girlfriend are both idiots. The child never asked to be born, so there's no reason to blame it for everything. This mess isn't the baby's fault. It's yours.
Well, maybe if you actually bothered to give me some attention every once in a while, this wouldn't have happened. Maybe I wouldn't have gone looking for someone better, someone who will actually treat me right, instead of you who's only interested in your stupid job and Kiara. How about showing your husband a little bit of love, huh?
Oh my god. You sound like such a toddler. I told you that my job would be taking up a little bit more of my time at the moment, as I have just been promoted. As well as that, Kiara is our daughter, and so she deserves attention and help, as being a teenager can be quite difficult. So I'm sorry if you felt as if I was ignoring you or whatever, but that isn't a reason or justification for going behind my back and sleeping with someone else. If you truly felt like that, then you should have talked to me. I mean, how could you do something so horrible to me?
Well, I mean, is it really that difficult to understand why?
What do you mean?
Fine, I'll spell it out for you. You're just so incredibly boring and dull, and that would be okay if I was actually able to use the money you earned to go and do whatever I wanted with it, but you spend it all on stupid things, like the house and your car and Kiara. There's never any left for me to have fun with. So, I mean, honestly, what kind of idiotic man would I be if I didn't go and find my own entertainment, free of charge? It's really not that big of a deal. Lots of men do it. You really should have seen this coming.
If you hate me so much, why did you bother agreeing to marry me in the first place?
Well, I thought that maybe you would rise in the ranks of your job to a high-paying position, then I could have the lifestyle I want, but even though you've been promoted, I still don't see a single penny of your wage.
So you were literally only with me for the money?
Yeah, pretty much.
You are seriously unbelievable. After everything I've done for you, I have worked so incredibly hard to build a home for our family, to earn the money needed to make sure that we never went without anything. Being a good mother to our daughter, who means the world to me, being a good wife to you, and yet you decided to throw it all away. And for what? Some quick night with a cheap woman? Well, fine. You can live with that mistake. Me and Kiara will live our lives free of you, and I will do everything I can to make sure Kiara never feels unloved.
I don't think so. Kiara's my daughter too, so if I have to fight you for custody, I will.
Well, you'll be in for a big fight then. I'll happily take you to court over this. I guess we'll have to see what happens. Until then, you can move out of my home. I'll keep Kiara here as it's a more stable environment than whatever random girl you end up with.
I don't think you're keeping the house. I am.
Actually, I'm the one who has been paying the mortgage and all of the bills. So it's actually mine.
I don't think so. The courts will definitely side with me on this one, especially considering I'll have custody of Kiara as well. You know, being a man and all, they'll know that I'm the better choice for Kiara to be raised by. They'll let me keep the house so that she doesn't have to move, and you'll continue to pay for it.
You really think they'll do that?
I'll certainly push for it. I know that.
You're a horrible man, and I can't believe I didn't see it before. All those years trying to please you and make you happy, and you couldn't have cared less about me. Do you even care about Kiara at all? Or is she just some sort of prize to be won to you?
Of course I do. Anyway, let's face it, you're not the brightest crayon in the pack, are you?
Huh?
I've been cheating on you with Tracy for at least 4 months now, and You didn't even notice. It's kinda sad, really.
4 months?
Yup, that's right. Tracy just gets me. Better than you, anyway.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I'll put all of your things on the sidewalk at some point. If you want them, you better be quick to get them.
You can't do that! That's my home!
No, actually, it isn't. It stopped being your home the minute you cheated on me and betrayed Kiara.
Oh, whatever. I'll be by later to get my things. I suppose the one good thing out of all this is that I finally get to be rid of you.
I feel exactly the same way about you.
Ugh, whatever. Just know that this isn't over. The courts will decide who gets custody of Kiara.
Then I'll fight as hard as I can to try and gain full custody of her. She'd be better off without me than you and whatever woman you decided to be with that week.
Whatever. I've got a pregnant girlfriend to deal with right now, so I'm done humoring you.
Seriously, Richard? It's been 3 months since the divorce hearing and since I won full custody of Kiara, and you have yet to pay me a single alimony check? Kiara is your daughter as well, and you have a duty as her father to help out in raising her.
I don't care what the court said. I'm not giving you a single penny. I need this money for my new baby that Tracy's having. Do you know how expensive babies are? There is no way that I can give you money for Kiara. Besides, Kiara's 13 now. She doesn't need me babying her. She's old enough to be fine without me. And anyway, you wanted full custody of her, so you should have to raise her by yourself.
Seriously, Richard? You're just going to abandon your daughter like that? How could you do that to her? Kiara is still your daughter. Don't you love her?
Of course I love her. I just don't have time for her right now. I've got other things to deal with. My new baby is gonna need me to be a good father.
Kiara needs you to be a good father as well.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't have the money to give some to both Kiara and my new baby. So Kiara is gonna have to just get by with whatever you're able to earn. Got it?
And is that seriously how you feel? That's what you're going to go with?
Yes, it is. So just get over it already.
Fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I'm so scared. You're nothing but talk, Sophie. You're not gonna do anything, and we both know it. So just leave me alone and go live your pathetic little life.
Uh-huh.
Sophie, how could you do this to me? You seriously got the police involved simply because I wouldn't give you the alimony money?
Well, yeah, of course I did. I mean, after all, it is against the agreement of our divorce settlement, which means that you are technically breaking the law by not providing for your daughter.
But I told you that I can't afford to give money to both Kiara and raise my new baby. Plus, Tracy really doesn't want me spending money that she believes belongs to the new baby, as it's gonna need a lot of things in order to raise it properly.
Well, that's not my problem. Perhaps you should have thought about all of this before you went and cheated on me and got your girlfriend pregnant, huh?
I didn't plan for this to happen.
Well, that's obvious. You're not smart enough to do that. But it still doesn't negate the fact that you need to provide for your daughter.
Look, just call the police off, okay? I can't pay you and that's that.
Perhaps you could use some of that money you siphoned out of my bank account to pay the child support?
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. I know you stole from me. So you can either pay me what you owe, or I can tell the police and have you arrested for theft. Your choice.
But...
Look, I really don't have the time nor the patience to deal with you right now. All I'm trying to do is make sure that Kiara is provided for. She's the only thing that matters to me. And just because you got another woman pregnant does not mean you don't still have a responsibility to your daughter. If I have to make sure you fulfill that responsibility, then so be it. So, if the money isn't in my account by the end of the day, I'll be contacting the police and having you arrested. Understood?
Fine, I'll give you the stupid money.
Thank you. And just a warning, if you actually want to have a relationship with Kiara, you might want to actually bother to pick up a phone and talk to her. Otherwise, you're going to lose her. See you, Richard. Oh, and don't forget the alimony goes in once a month until Kiara's 18.
Yeah, I know.
Just double checking. Anyway, goodbye, Richard. Good luck with your new baby. I hope you're a better father to it than you are to Kiara. After that conversation, I am happy to say that Richard has kept true to his word and has given me the alimony money for Kiara every month. However, that's as far as his interactions with us go. Whilst I am not bothered in maintaining a relationship with him, Kiara was upset the first few months that he didn't reach out to her and visit her. However, I am talking her through how she feels, and we are getting through it together. She truly is one amazing little girl. As for Richard, I heard that his girlfriend gave birth to a baby boy. However, she is so incredibly demanding and expects Richard to do everything for her. I think she also might be cheating on him. However, their relationship is none of my business. I'm just happy to finally feel free again. Remember, don't settle for someone who treats you like rubbish. You deserve so much better.